All right, no more fooling around. Sorry that I had to delay this thing like what 3 times. Um, I've just been sick and like it would have been hard to talk if I were to do this on Friday. Saturday I didn't feel like it, and today, well, I didn't have I wasn't able to stream at 1:30. Sorry about that. Anyways, so doesn't matter. We got plenty of news to talk about today. More than last week's definitely. So if you can see my screen right now, you can see all those tabs I have open. That's how much we have. That's how much news we have. So I guess let's go ahead and talk about the VR headsets. There's a VR headset war right now, especially and the Valve Index and the HTC Vive Pro. What I just say? Valve Index and the HTC Vive Pro and the Oculus Rift S. Oculus Rift S is the one that just came out, and so they all have their own differences. I think the Oculus Rift S is definitely gonna by far win. It's definitely the one that's expected to win. Especially with its price, only $800 for, or the Valve Index. You pay $500 for the entire headset, and then you have to pay like $250 for the controller and like another $250 for the base station, which is around like 1,000. And I don't know, man. The Vive Pro might win, or the Oculus Rift. Not the Valve Index at its current state and at its current price. So, yeah, I guess, like, hold on, I had, like, the Valve Index open for a second. I accidentally closed out. Whoops. Here's the Valve Index. Again, base stations. I don't think you have to buy base stations. I think they would enhance your experience for sure, though. Comes with the controllers and the headset itself. The headset's 500. The controllers are 250, which is a scam. And the base stations are another 250. Valve doesn't care about its sales. They just want to push these out. These will be indefinitely like a limited supply, and there's gonna be high demand. So I guess let's watch this part. It's a cool little demonstration. Here we see the index in action. The audio technology is really innovative. It looks really nice. It's just a nice piece of hardware. In comparison to the Oculus Rift, it holds up definitely. It offers honestly more. It's gonna have more. It's gonna have Valve's support. Unlike the Oculus Rift, I doubt Valve is gonna support this thing too much. It's just gonna get the same old third party games. I think Valve might have these like as index exclusives, or they might be they're, for example, Half-Life VR and Portal VR. Well, the Portal VR is like the demo, and the Half-Life VR is like a leak thing that isn't really confirmed. But so yeah, that's the Rift S. Well, it's way too overhyped in my opinion. I don't think it's really worth it. I mean, it does have. Yeah, you need a nice PC, you need a GTX 1060 or an RX 480 in order to use it. And I guess that's it for the Rift S. And yeah, I guess that's it for the Index as well. Two nice VR headsets. I mean, what hasn't been said already about them? What's that? Is off-ear audio. Let's see more here. Let's explore this. some of these pictures. Yeah, I really like the straps. I wish like some people who need like glasses and everything, like glasses to wear with VR is like really hard. People with lenses, it's okay, but hopefully they make it really comfortable. Best in-class VR experience. We'll have to see. See more than ever before. Optimized for field of view. You're able to look around really well. Should be comfortable. I personally kind of hate headphones, especially really tight ones. Like I have Beats and like they're extremely tight. Yeah, I literally can't wear them like at all. But Valve's promising comfort for everyone, so we'll see how that goes. So my makers, four makers. No Man's Sky is their demo. Nice, classic. No Man's Sky, yeah. Here are the specs, yeah. This is what I wanted to find. Dual microphone array. Displays frame rate is 80, 90, 120, 144 hertz. Not bad, not bad. Decent cameras. I mean, you're for the price of the headset itself, 500. You're definitely getting something that's worth the price. The base station at 250 and the controllers at 250 might throw that off. But I guess like if you get the headset itself on sale or like the controllers itself on sale, or if you and like especially if you don't really want to go with the base station itself, then I think it's a good option. Um, I want to go ahead. I want to look at the controllers themselves. What makes them $250? Because 250 is a lot for controllers, if you ask me. Here's their Portal demo. Rock, paper, scissors. I mean, look at that. I doubt there's gonna be little, what's the word? Delay or lag, in between like your motion and the what it actually does. Adjustable and secure. We're gonna be definitely comfortable controllers. Probably gonna be just like the Vives or whatever. Some games they're advertising with it. I wish they could have already shown off Half-Life VR, which Valve said that they're pushing out like a game of their own by the end of the year. So hints to it are like that it's Half-Life VR. So I hope that the game can come in VR, but also it's just like a Half-Life game because we haven't gotten a Half-Life game in forever. So who knows? Probably not. Probably will just be a VR exclusive. That's just like a little spin-off. So yeah, I mean, most of these games, I'm pretty sure already work with the Vive or the Rift. I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, this is what the controllers. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, stupid. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't really see nothing too much about the controllers. They look like your standard VR controllers. $250? Sure, I guess. Oh, whoops. And finally, the base station. Um, base station. Yeah. Well, it's for tracking, obviously. You hold on. Is the yeah, I think. Oh yeah, the base station is required, right? I'm stupid. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, obviously, how else would it track your movement? I'm so stupid. Of course, you need a base station. I'm so stupid. Yeah, holy crap, that puts it at $1,000. Like I said, if all of these individual parts are sold like used, like you could get a used controller or a used headset, but then like you could get like all these separate parts used or something, or on sale, hopefully in the future. And not bad, I guess. Good range, good tracking. Those are your specs. Compatible with HTC Vive power supply. So you don't have to wait. Oh, okay. It will obviously it's gonna come with its own power supply, but it's compatible with that one. So that's nice. It's nice. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? There it is right there. Classic Valve logo. Pretty nice. All right, I think we've talked enough about the VR headset. There's some other stuff. Hold on. I keep closing out of tabs by accident. Wait. I I had like an interesting article on the dark web. I will get to that later actually. Let's talk about Fedora 30. It's a new, if you don't know, Fedora is a Linux distribution. I've used it before. It's okay. It's nice. Like it ran on a computer that was like absolutely garbage, but I've seen it in use, and yeah, it's in development, and or it's coming. We don't really know too much about what new stuff it'll bring, but we can speculate. It'll be a nice addition of the. Hopefully, it won't change too much. All these every time there's a new Linux distribution, I feel like they change too much. But yeah, it's coming soon, so that's nice. Oh, Fedora 30 workstation. Oh, nothing much. All right. So yeah, you'll be able to use Fedora 30 soon. That's good. And I recently wanted to make a video on Huawei, however you pronounce their name. I wanted to make a video on their devices and why you shouldn't buy them. The video is still kind of in development. I already made the thumbnail. I haven't even I made the thumbnail. I haven't even done the video yet, but I've made the thumbnail. And like I haven't been able to record obviously because I've been sick and like I had a sore throat and it was really hard to talk. But I mean, yeah, I guess I might start on it today actually. I don't know. Basically, Huawei is definitely really sketchy when it comes to Chinese surveillance. As we all know, Huawei is a Chinese company, right? So, well, hold on. Make this a little bit bigger. Is that better bigger? Yeah, that's better bigger. Or should I make the screen bigger? No, that's good. Yeah. Alright, that looks perfect. Sorry, okay. Back to the point. So, there's rumors that there's backdoors. And China can. A lot of countries want to ban Huawei products, and I definitely agree. It's really sketchy. Hidden backdoors, Chinese companies access users' home networks as well as, they access networks, collect data, give it off to, we all know China really likes to keep surveillance on all their citizens, really limit what they can see online, just have full control over their own citizens. Um, and so China's intelligence efforts, China's really involved in getting the future 5G networks out, and this really is not helping the case. All these networking backdoors, the Chinese governments, and it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I definitely don't suggest buying any Huawei products, and just I hope that more and more countries take bans on Huawei's products. As cool as they are, like you got to like they're cool. There's some cool devices. They look really nice. They're sold for a really good price. They look awesome, right? But just the whole China thing is. I would not buy one personally. I I don't want China's government to keep an eye on me, and I doubt you do either. So, next up, I usually don't ever talk about the deep web or the dark web, except when I mention like Tor or something. But this is all too good not to talk about. A huge website that had illegal marketing on it. They sold drugs and other illegal materials. Had a ton of users, 1.15 million users, thousands of sellers. It generated a lot of money. As you can tell here, it's a ton. $615,000 in cash and then Bitcoin money on top of that, and it's crazy. And it's called Wall Street Markets. Usually I don't talk about like deep web stuff because I don't want to be a snitch or anything like that. But like it just got shut down, and yeah, it's crazy. But that's what happens, I guess. So that's pretty much it for this week. Trying to think. Well, oh yeah, Chromebook 14. I think most people know my general opinion of Chromebooks. I think Chromebooks are definitely not worth it. Just they're so limited. You literally can't even download anything, and they're meant for people. They're either meant for public schools, people who want something to browse Facebook on, or for people who don't know anything about technology. And one of the things that I've definitely noticed is the keyboards on Chromebooks are awful. And Chromebook 14, look at this cheap piece of plastic. Look at that cheap plastic, and look at that keyboard. Oh my god, that's awful. Holy crap. That is awful. That is like my night. Those island style keyboards, they give me nightmares at night. It's crazy. So yeah, I guess that's it. We're almost at the 20-minute mark. I don't want to make this too long. This week's tech news is generally like 20 minutes long. So is there? I guess let's just like skim through this and look at some stuff together. I already touched on the points I wanted to make. I guess I like to browse the tech section of The Verge. Uh, let's see this. I think most people know my general opinion of Dells as well. I would not buy any Dell product because they're Dell is just known for breaking, right? So there appears that there's another issue with more. Let's read about this. Oh, so apparently the background, every cheap, crappy Dell computer is gonna run extremely horribly. That makes sense. If we're gonna run pretty bad with all the Windows bloatware on it, Windows is really bloated, takes up like all your resources. I've talked about that so many times, and it just absolutely hammers a Dell computer. And apparently, Dell computers come with some Dell Assistant software that's even more bloated. So that's unfortunate for Dell users. But you've come to expect that with Dell, honestly. And OnePlus isn't waterproof. Speaking of OnePlus, man, like instead of a Huawei, I would definitely recommend the OnePlus over it. They look like really nice Androids. Um, More 3A leaks, huh? 6-inch screen for XL model. I talked about the 3A last week. I think Chromebooks are good for the value though. They're cheap and work fine, especially for school. If you have high, yeah, that's what I was saying for school. A public school, because public schools they generally like to use Google products like I don't know, Google Docs or whatever. You can't use like Office. You can't download Office. You might use Office Online, but so yeah, it lets you get your work done, right? But apart from that, like you can't really do much from it. And yeah, if you buy one for 150, but why not just buy a used ThinkPad X220 for like less than 100, honestly, and use that. It's much better build quality, stuff like that. So that's why I don't think. So I don't think that Chromebooks are good for their value either. I mean, especially like you can go like on a Chinese website. Actually, no, don't do that. But there's some off-brand computers that are a lot better for like less than 200. So yeah, that's it for that's it for this week's tech news. Thank you all for watching. See you guys later. Peace.